Welcome to our new podcast, guys. My name is Stephanie Phillips.
And I'm Ryan Phillips.
And this is Comfortably Uncomfortable, where we are comfortable talking about uncomfortable experiences in our marriage and day-to-day life. We've been together for 12 plus years now, run a business together, and have been through the good, the bad, and the ugly that most marriages experience, but are not comfortable talking about publicly.
Now, this is not just a podcast on marriage. Along our journey, we have also found a passion for health and fitness, which we will also be discussing, as well as our business journey we have been on together for the past 7 years.
If there are specific things that you would like to hear us discuss, please let us know on Instagram and TikTok at STRY Podcast. That's at STRY Podcast, or by emailing us at strypodcast@gmail.com.
Whoa, that was an aggressive start.
Just going to get right into it.
Okay. Let's get into it.
You want to hash it out first?
Hash what out?
Our flowers are dying.
Yeah.
We're going to just ignore that you were a total douche like 20 minutes ago.
It was a total misunderstanding, apparently.
You're a fucking jerk.
Okay.
You want to explain what just happened?
I would love to explain. This is from my point of view, and this is the point of view that typically is what happened.
Tread lightly,
we were
honey.
sitting out back.
Tread lightly.
We were sitting out back,
honey.
on Steph's phone together, watching her phone, trying to find a date night for this weekend. And then our office manager was also texting her. We're trying to get new devices for the office, so sending us computers and stuff like that. So I'm looking at her phone. We're on her phone together. She sends another message, and like Steph starts acting really weird. And
You
like,
saw it.
and
Don't
tries
act
to
like you
pull
didn't
away
see
her
it.
phone. I didn't see anything, but starts acting weird. And then I see an Apple Watch pop up on the screen, and then Steph gets all upset, goes inside, locks the sliding glass door,
I
and
forgot
then
I did
disappears.
that.
All because I saw something when
I
we're
locked
on her.
him outside.
If you're gonna try to surprise someone, she's trying to because I like the new Apple Watch, so I'm assuming that's what it was about. I
Nope,
don't
I
know 100%.
canceled.
All right, she canceled it, whatever. But if you're gonna surprise someone and that person's at the store getting it, why would we be on your phone?
I was stoned, Ryan.
That's your fault. And then I get blamed for it. And then I come inside, and I go up to her, I hug her, she's in the fridge. And then
I hugged you back. I
No,
wasn't
you didn't.
actually mad.
She was mad. I know her differences. And then she goes, "You're so far up my ass, goddamn," or whatever you said.
I did not say.
Yeah, you said whatever. You got aggressive with it. And I said, what'd I say?
Oh, don't worry. I'll get out of your ass. Don't you worry. I'm out.
So I'm
out that ass.
I said, okay, fine, I'm out. And that's it. And then she gave me the silent treatment for like a solid 30 minutes. And then I'm like, I don't even know why you're mad at me. And then she's like, well, it was just a joke. And I said, okay, well then I didn't take it as a joke. I thought you weren't. It was just a miscommunication. I apologize. And that still wasn't good enough. And then it took another time for me to say it. I like repeated the same exact apology. And luckily,
in slow-mo.
and I said it in slow motion just so she could understand it.
He apologized. Then he says, after like 20 more minutes of silence, he goes, "I'm sorry for misinterpreting what you said earlier." Talk to me like I'm fucking stupid.
Luckily,
And I lost
our
it.
oldest was there to witness it, and she started cracking up laughing at the whole conversation. I'm like, can you see what's going on?
She's laughing because he's talking to me like I'm stupid.
No, and then she goes, and you're still not accepting. He's already apologized multiple times. Why don't you accept his apology? But you like to play games.
It's fun.
See, we discuss open
I have to keep your blood
communication
flowing.
and apologizing when something maybe it was just a lack of communication. Like,
I was just trying to do something nice for you.
and I appreciate that. I always appreciate that. And I didn't mean
I've
to
actually been trying to find that watch for since we talked about it with Eddie before the wedding. It's sold out everywhere.
Yeah.
And I found it, and now I canceled it.
You got to do what you got to do. But I didn't do anything on purpose.
You didn't have to say, "Oh, fine, I'll get out your ass." I'm out.
If you say I'm far up your ass,
Peace to that
when
ass.
you literally say, "Come look at my phone," like
I love how far up my ass you are.
no,
I love it.
I'm
You know that.
I'm backing out.
You can curl up in there with the blanket
No,
and take a nap.
I'm backing out.
No, take it back.
Anyways,
Take it back.
so Moody McMoodster over here was like, like not gonna podcast or anything. And
That's not true.
finally
I never
she's-
said he was trying to get out of podcasting because this is the second one we had to do this week, and he didn't even want to do it. I said it.
Okay.
Yeah.
What are the topics?
Since I'm
Enough
the
on
producer.
Anyways,
What are the topics?
What
If
are
one
they?
more fucking friend of mine texts me a picture of their lips or a medication that they would like to take for their lips or a filtered picture of themselves asking to look like that, I may just have to eliminate all my friends from my life. Okay? Love you. Bye. Guys gotta
she's not
go.
playing around either.
Guys gotta go. I just open up my
That's the
phone.
good part about being a man is that like none of my friends texting me like,
That's a little sexist.
"Hey, what do you think about my lips?"
No, they text me, hey, what do you think about my lips?
What?
No, but like their under eyes. Or their jaw.
Oh my gosh, I can't.
They do. They do. The person whose under eyes you did the other day, he wrote me asking
he's always
first.
asking about it.
Still.
But I'm saying it's not like, "What do you think about this? What do you think about that?"
Well, I got some treatments done this week.
You did. By who?
You.
Okay.
You were very nice.
Yeah.
That I'll say. It's the only nice thing I'm going to say to
But
you on
I'm
this
always
podcast.
nice. Look how radiant you look.
You were very gentle. You're supposed to massage for 5 minutes, 5 times a day for 5 days.
555.
I got Sculptra done in my entire face. And, you know, today it feels like you punched me. It does, man. I go to massage it and I'm like, yo, I got fucked up yesterday.
Yeah.
I can't like open my mouth all the way because I'm sore back here. Like where you did my jawline. It's totally going to get like a,
What?
that's what she said joke from that.
Uh-oh.
But, and I did a little bit of my top lip filler.
Yep.
Little filler in my top lip. Sculptra all over the face. So Sculptra is a polyol lactic acid that stimulates collagen and basically preserves. It's fertilizer for the skin, Ryan calls it.
Yeah.
But it, I'm trying to not do filler as often. It's funny because a lot of people in the office, we talked about this the other day, a lot of people in the office think I do so much shit to myself. And I really don't anymore. Like it's crazy. The last time I injected myself was May of 2022 when I did filler in my face. Obviously, my Dysport, I do every 3 months. Dysport, Botox, whatever you prefer. I prefer Dysport. But I do that every 3 months. And then I do filler in my actual face, my jawline, my cheeks, my chin, things like that. I typically do once a year.
Yeah.
And last year was May.
Very minimal.
In October, after my show, I did get lip filler because I was having an identity crisis. But in November, I dissolved it. So I don't count that technically.
Yeah.
Remember? Because I was like, I want big, juicy lips. And it was after my show and I was having a severe identity crisis. And he did them and I was like, I don't want big, juicy lips. Get rid of them.
Yeah.
So a lot of what I do as far as like my regimen or like my maintenance is laser driven and skincare driven. And no one fucking believes that. And it makes me crazy. Every day somebody comes in, at least one person. I see anywhere from 20 to 30 people a day. It depends on the day.
Yeah.
But sometimes more actually. But at least one person will say to me, oh my God, what have you done to your face lately? And they all assume it's an injectable.
Yeah.
And I'll say like, oh, I got, this laser done or I switched to this skincare. And they're like, yeah, come on. What'd you get done?
Yeah.
And I'm like, bitch, I'm the realest motherfucker in aesthetics.
You pretty much post everything you do.
Dude,
sure.
there is not one procedure I think I've gotten done that I have not posted. Even my fucking vaginal rejuvenation I posted during and after to talk about it. But so yeah, so it kind of annoys me because I'm really, really big on lasers. I do at least one laser a month.
Yeah.
Like I
Some
pick
type
and
of
choose
laser,
some
yeah.
type of laser a month. And I really believe in that. And I think that that is a huge preservative to your skin, a collagen stimulator, things like that. So I'm big on that. But
The problem is people in general, people want instant gratification. So
Right.
that's where filler in like this sport to some degree, but
yeah,
filler, it's instant. You know, they want to see something instantly, but
Yeah.
they don't think of lasers as something like preserving or
yeah, because you have
Or
to heal from
even-
it.
yeah.
There's downtime. Some of the lasers, some of them, a couple, there's not. But yeah, you have to heal for it. You have to wait a few weeks for the results. You have to wait to do a few treatments to see the results.
But the
But
long term
exactly,
Yeah.
exactly. So yeah, that's
And I think people forget about the lasers, the skincare.
simple
you-
things.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
you spend at least 15 minutes morning and night putting on just skincare stuff.
Maybe more because I sit there and wait for each layer to dry. I fan myself. But yeah, I do.
And then
I do a
products like
lot.
Sculptra on
Yeah.
top of that just to help.
Fertilize the skin.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, I do. And so whatever. That was something that I wanted to vent about on here. Let the people know.
Let them know.
Yeah. So I'm not just
But you aren't.
a
You
pin
don't-
cushion.
Yeah. You used to do
I
a
used
lot
to
more
be.
filler.
Yeah. Yeah. I used
But
to
she
be
rarely
once a year.
does because I'm the one that does it. And I'm like, she'd be like, yeah, I want this. And then the day will come to do it. And she's like, meh,
Yeah.
I don't want it anymore.
Yeah. Because you can get crazy
Yeah.
easily. You can easily get crazy and you forget and you're so afraid of going back to that insecure person that you were before you corrected whatever was bothering you. And you obsess and obsess and obsess and you want to, fix things that are not really there even. There's some people that will point at things and I'm like, I have no fucking clue what you see.
Yeah. I think we
or
said this last time or the time before that.
yeah, so we don't have to go there, but you know what I mean.
Yeah.
What have you gotten done?
I can't get this damn thing in my ear. Got it. Over the years,
Yeah.
Disport.
I think that's what you started with, right?
Yeah.
You didn't even start with
Well,
skincare.
I always let you guys practice on me.
Yeah,
Disport.
true.
Like I was always the model for Disport.
True, actually.
which
I
didn't
remember
mind.
that.
I did Disport filler. Started with like a little chin filler and jawline filler. She's done under eye filler one time, but I think I need more.
Yeah.
A little cheek.
We've done
filler.
cheek filler.
And that's it. I haven't done any lasers except laser hair removal, which I couldn't
Was a terrible
commit
experience.
to.
Yeah. Men do not have
But
pain
I'm
tolerance like
planning
women.
on doing a laser at some point. It's just the downtime. I like to be outside. I like golf. I like this. I like that.
He's in the sun a lot, so it's hard for him to do lasers. Lasers, you do have to be cautious, very cautious with the sun, which I am on naturally, but I feel like you're still getting better at it.
Yeah,
I
I've been
chase
wearing-
you more
I've
with
been wearing
sunscreen.
sunscreen pretty much every day.
Good.
And it's skincare too, Steph. I recently got into skincare.
Yeah, and regimented you.
yeah.
But look at how much your skin changed just from doing that, though. Like it was annoying. It's annoying to do. I know. I enjoy it.
I don't have
it's
as many
part of
steps
like
as you.
it's part of like
Mine's
my
a
self-care.
two-step thing.
Yeah. Well, I try to make it as simple
But
as
I can't sit
possible
there and
for
wait.
you.
She sits there and fans herself in between applications.
It's literally
and
my
then she
self-care
puts the next
moment.
one on, and then she's doing something else while doing her next one. And I got like no time, so I'm like, I put one on. I'm like, okay, next one.
I mean,
So I don't know if I do.
it's a
correctly,
commitment.
But yeah,
it's a commitment, and I make that commitment to myself morning and night.
she does.
And it's nice because you'll even say to me like, "It's okay, babe. Go start your skincare routine, and I'll finish whatever needs to be done downstairs."
Yeah, it's a process. And
It's funny
I know
though.
what's gonna happen. So
Yeah, but yeah, we should show our before and afters on here. Actually, ask Kevin and Rach
yeah,
to put some before and afters on the podcast so they can
they
the
can see.
people can see, yeah, what we've the transformation throughout the year. The only surgery I have had on my face though is my nose. So that's not fair, I guess. But best surgery.
Drastically change your face.
Best surgery I ever did. Hands down, out of all my surgeries on my body, my nose was my favorite. My nose was my biggest change.
Yeah.
For sure, right?
Wasn't as far as the result, yes.
Wasn't your favorite?
Not during the time.
Oh, I know. No, I know. Yeah. But I wasn't, I
brutal.
just was depressed. I just stayed in a dark room.
No, but I'm talking about everything. The surgery itself to the after the surgery.
I was in surgery for 8 hours for my nose.
The story needs to be told because it's a crazy story.
I don't know. I wasn't there.
I don't even think the doctor gave me a timeline of how long the surgery was going to be. And I'm sitting at Memorial Miramar and the time's just ticking. And then it's 8 hours in. I think it was 9 hours.
I was out. I don't know.
I'm like, what is it? What's going on here? The guys ate breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
My
in the
mom
operating
was
room.
so worried about Ryan because Ryan was freaking out. My mom was not even worried about me. She knew I was
like
fine.
pacing the hospital. I didn't leave. I didn't go anywhere. I
know.
stayed there.
She said that he like freaked out at one point and like was like, "Where's my wife? Like somebody find my wife now."
It didn't seem right.
Yeah, she said that you were fine. Then you were like, "No, where's my wife? Get her out of there. It's been 9 hours, whatever." And you were like, "No, we're done. Where is she?"
I wasn't that.
And my mom was like, he just freaked out of nowhere.
But it was that whole thing. Then seeing her afterwards, her face was just swollen as can be.
Oh my God. I have photos of that too if you want to insert those.
She couldn't, so she had like
My
ice
face was
over her
wrapped.
eyes and everything was wrapped. She comes out, she's like screaming in pain from her shoulder.
My back.
Yeah, because you were like in the position they had her in for like 9 hours. So she's like, my back, screaming in pain. I put the bedpan in wrong. She yells at me for
I had
that.
to pee. And the only time in 12 years, my husband has never seen me use the restroom in 12 years. Other than this one time. It's a big pet peeve of mine. I don't like to talk about bodily functions. Girls don't do that. Yes, I'm that girl. It grosses me the fuck out. I don't want to know what you do in the bathroom, and I don't want you to know what I do if I were to ever go, because I don't.
Okay.
But
I'm glad you cleared that up.
this man puts the bedpan, a nurse puts a bedpan underneath me backwards. So all I did was pee all over myself, coming right out of surgery.
So I didn't plan that because I had to clean it. So, yes, I'm a nurse, but I worked in the emergency department and there was no bedpans to be put on. Like, I didn't put bedpans on people.
Whatever.
Okay?
It's brainless.
Anyway, so that was the first
Nightmare.
hour post-op. That night, she had got admitted because it was an intense surgery. That night, she's like blindfolded. She starts vomiting.
Blood.
Yeah, she's blindfolded and she starts vomiting and it's all blood. I'm like, what the fuck is going on? And
I still cannot see,
and
by
then
the way.
Steph's like, what's going on? Like, and trying to like move her thing. And I like stopped her. I'm like, if she would have saw the blood, she would have freaked out.
Yeah.
So I stopped her from that. I remember the nurse came in. She's like trying to get you to smell alcohol, and your nose was
My nose
plugged.
was clogged like a fucking idiot.
So she couldn't smell anything. She's like, I can't smell. And the nurse is like, oh yeah, that was pretty funny. But
I forgot about all
so
this.
she's projectile vomiting blood. That was what happened next. Then we get her home finally. She's black and blue, her entire face, swollen as can be.
So bad.
And she just went into a depressive state for like how long
4
was it?
weeks.
Yeah. At least 2 solid weeks of like depressed.
He would come in the bedroom and get me and he'd be like, okay, Mom, we're just going to go get sun for 5 minutes. And I'd be like, I don't want to. And he was like, yeah, you have to just go outside for 5 minutes. Come on.
She was just didn't want to move out of bed, just moped around the house, looked in the mirror and said, why did I do this? I would have never done this. Why'd you let me do this?
Yeah.
Just moping around.
Because it takes a full year for a rhinoplasty to heal. And it is true. It changes every day for a full year. And that's just something that you have to prepare yourself for, that he prepared me for somewhat, but you're never really mentally ready for that, to see yourself looking like a fucking monster.
Well, not all rhinoplasties are the same. So yours was very involved.
Very.
And that's why it was so long. And the doctor we chose was only does noses, so
Yeah.
that's why we chose him, and he's one of the best. So that's why he takes his time. He only does one surgery a day. So
Yeah. I had a boating accident when I was like 14, 13 years old. And I was on a tube and a friend landed on my face and we suspected that I broke my nose. It never looked the same after that. But he said that when he opened my nose and like went to go touch my cartilage, it had just crumbled. Yeah. And so he sat there like rebuilding. He actually showed us like the video during the surgery and how he like sutured everything together. But
did he take cartilage from anyone?
No, thank God I didn't have to. Right? He rebuilt what I had in there.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it was an experience.
Yeah,
so back to aesthetics though, full circle. That's the only thing I've had surgically done to my face because people think that like the difference that I look like from high school to now that like I had I had to have had some type of surgery in my face and I really didn't. It's just been weight loss, Kybella, jawline filler, chin filler, cheek filler, under eye filler, lip filler, remove lip filler, more lip filler, nasolabial folds, temples. Yep. I mean, I've done a lot. Mm-hmm. Brow lift, all with aesthetic medicine. Yeah. So it's pretty dope, actually. Mm. So yeah. So that's a little bit about our own aesthetics journey along the way. But yeah. Yep. So. Uh-oh. This Saturday, we have an appointment together.
We do. We've had this appointment for a long time.
Are you excited?
I am, actually.
Months we've had it. What are you looking for?
What else I can add?
So we have appointments on Saturday for tattoos. We are going to get our anniversary date in Roman numerals on our arms. So we've had this appointment for a few months now. And I wonder, you know what I wonder?
Are you getting anything else?
No.
Okay.
I'm just getting our
and
anniversary.
I'm getting a rose for Emma Rose.
Yeah. I already have a rose for Emma Rose. Yeah. So he's getting the same rose I have for her on his hand. And what was I going to say? I was going to say something before you said that. I don't know, but we've had these appointments for months because our guy that we go to is so phenomenal. Lucas Suarez, will put his Instagram on the video, and he's amazing. He's really good with fine line work. He's just a dope guy. His setup is dope. He's just a cool guy, but I'm going to touch up some things. That's what I was going to say. I'm just touching up some things and getting our anniversary date. And he's doing the flower and the anniversary
Nothing
date.
Big.
Nothing big.
Stuff.
Yeah. We get like a couple little tattoos, but he did all my dainty tattoos. So just a little backstory. I actually removed all my tattoos from my body. I have a couple little faint ones still lingering, but it's super, super faint. It looks like a bruise on my body. But I removed everything because they were from a bad time in my life. And I started over because I like tattoos, but I wanted to go more the fine line route, and I have, and I really like it. And they're exposed. I always, my whole life, had my tattoos hidden. They were always on my body, on my torso, on my feet, just because I was like embarrassed of them. Whereas now it's like, okay, where can I put it so I can see it, and so other people can see it and ask me about it? You know?
Yeah.
So it's kind of like
you get a lot of compliments on your.
A lot. Yeah. I do, actually. I get also some hate. Some like the older patients at the office will talk shit, but I don't care. But yeah, so it's kind of like a rebirth through my tattoos. So I'm excited to get our anniversary date. Yeah. It is special to me and to us. But I am curious on how people feel about getting tattoos with each other, like names, and like a lot of people feel that it is the worst thing you could do in your relationship.
I get it. Like, I'm not about putting names like on bodies and stuff like that, but it's just because I think it's
tacky.
Yeah, it's kind of doesn't. You put my name.
It's very
cool.
old school, like, I think. Yeah.
Why do you need a name? Like, I think it's weird. Apologize to anyone that has this, but like put your own name on your body or your last
just in case you forget what your name is.
It's not necessary. I think like it's just kind of pointless, but
yeah.
But something like a date in a cool way, that no one else kind of knows what it is, but we know what it is, type of thing.
Yeah.
Or little things that you do together, I think is totally acceptable.
Yeah, like people we had talked about this, that people on the cruise were saying like that it was bad luck, you're doomed after that. But like I already have your initials on me. I have a key that's a key to your heart. You have a key that's a key to my heart. We both have STRY on us. So it's like, who cares? You know,
Yeah.
I don't really believe in luck.
No, it's
at all.
whatever you make of it, you know?
Yeah. So it was like, you know, to hear like, oh, that's it. Now you guys have bad luck. And it's like, I don't even believe in luck to begin with. You know what I mean? I think life is what you make it. And
We've had
that's
STRY on each other for a while.
for years.
We've had the keys for a while.
Oh, we've actually had the
keys for a while.
That's crazy.
Oh,
We've
Mother's
had
Day
the
will be-
keys. It was Mother's Day, yeah. But it was like, it was in like 2015, which was before we had our big problems.
Yeah.
So that's crazy.
Yeah.
So we had the keys before all that went down. So yeah, craziness. But yeah, I hate when people say that, like luck. And Gab said that to me the other day. She goes, you heard her. Yeah. You kissed my forehead and you walked outside.
No, I didn't hear what you said. But
Oh, you didn't hear this? You're going to hear it for the first time?
Yeah.
So you kissed my forehead on Sunday. We had just argued after the beach. We spoke about it on the last podcast. And you kissed my forehead and you just walked out of the door. And like I smiled and like she saw my face, I guess. And she was like, "You're a lucky one, Mom." And I was like, "What are you talking about?" I was like, "There's no such thing as luck." You know, I always say that. And she's like, "You got a lucky one." She's like, "You and Nana, you guys got lucky and got good guys." And I was like, "Okay, so no other guy that we know is good." Right. I was like, "No," but then we were talking about that and I was like, "It's not luck." I was like, "Daddy isn't the guy that I met 12 years ago. He's a completely different person. There was no luck involved. He wasn't the great we weren't. We both were not the greatest people when we met. I was coming out of a toxic relationship that I thought it was just the way life was. You were super, super selfish, I remember. Like just like a typical guy, you know? And it wasn't obviously what it is now. So how is that luck?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's what you put into it.
Exactly.
There's no such thing as luck. There's a couple people around us. I actually just read in a book about how mediocre people use that term often. Like, oh, she got lucky with that business deal.
Yeah.
Or, oh, she got lucky with that idea. Did she get lucky or did she just have a dope idea and she fucking worked her ass off to get there? You know what I mean? Or it's like, did she get lucky with marrying Ryan or did she set fucking boundaries and decided we're going to communicate about our problems and you know what I mean? And he followed along and agreed and worked on himself while she worked on herself. You know?
Yeah.
It's like, where is the luck in that?
Yeah.
But people say that often.
The easy way out is just blaming luck.
Yeah. Somebody said that to me yesterday. She recently got divorced. You're going to know who I'm talking about in a second. And she's now realizing that she made a mistake. And she turned to me before she left and she goes, "You guys are really lucky. Don't ever divorce Ryan." And I said, "I won't. I'd be stupid, first of all. But second of all, where's the luck?"
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Show it to me.
Yeah.
Show me where I was walking by and I picked up a fucking penny and then, oh, you appeared there. You know?
Yeah, it doesn't make sense when you think about it.
Yeah, it doesn't at all when you think about it. It's actually a cop-out.
Yeah.
It's a mediocre cop-out because there's no luck when it comes to hard work. No, not at all.
No, you have to put in the work.
For sure.
Doesn't matter if it's a relationship, your job, your whatever, a
Yeah.
sport. You have to put in the work.
But I will say that once you do learn to put in the work, it's a lot less exhausting to communicate than it is to fight.
Who would want to walk around like on eggshells all the time, or like, all right, I'm not even gonna bring this up because it's gonna be a fight.
A lot of people do,
That's how
babe.
we used to be.
Yeah,
And
a
that's
lot of people
exhausting.
do.
It's like, do I tell her about that or do I not tell her?
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. Like somebody called me today and told me news about something and that they had not told their boyfriend. And I was like, that's crazy because you're the first person I would think to call.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But I don't know. But it's like that whole thing of like walking on eggshells and not feeling like you can talk to that person or tell them or, you know, tell them something because you're afraid of them blowing up. Whereas like as your spouse, you may not agree with me, but I should be able to communicate it.
Yeah.
You know?
And we were like that most of the beginning of our marriage. I mean,
Yeah.
through it until,
Yeah, we were. like something that's obviously more recent, but it is. I've learned that it is so much less exhausting to communicate.
Mm-hmm.
It's so exhausting to
like
fight.
That little thing we just had could have turned into a 3-day thing easily.
It used to, yeah. But I didn't even want to fight with you anymore once I was like,
understand what was going on.
I was like, I'm in too deep. Well, because you said you didn't want to be in my ass anymore. It hurt my feelings.
Oh,
I told you.
Steph.
I told you it just hurt my feelings. That's all. I want you in my ass.
And I apologize multiple times. I took it
3.
wrong. I misunderstood you.
It's okay.
Okay.
But better understand next time.
Gotcha. I'll work on it.
Yeah. You better. Well, that's all.
All right.
That's all I wanted to talk about.
Nice chat.
Nice chatting with you. Don't be a douche the rest of the night.
I won't.
Please.
You're probably going to bed as soon as we push stop.
I am. You want to know why?
Because you're tired.
I'm so fucking tired. First of all, my schedule's been crazy. And I've been having a couple of urges to binge lately.
Gotcha.
Yeah. So I've decided I'm going to just go to bed. It's obviously like hormonal related. I'm on my cycle.
Yeah.
So it's probably
understandable.
Probably common. But so yeah, I'm trying to fight those urges because I tell myself that Friday, Saturday, Sunday, I'll have a little more leeway. But on the weekdays, I'm hyper focused.
Cool.
Yeah. So, but on that note, I'm going to go to bed.
All right. Good night.
All right. Good night. Love you.
Love you.
Thank you so much for tuning in, guys. We hope that you enjoyed this episode just as much as we did making it for you. If there are specific things that you would like to hear us discuss, please let us know on Instagram and TikTok at STRY Podcast. That's at STRY Podcast, or by emailing us at strypodcast@gmail.com.
Please be sure to follow us on Spotify and turn on your notifications so you don't miss out on new episodes dropping every Thursday.
You can also check us out on YouTube under Stephanie Phillips, with weekly episodes releasing every Tuesday. You can also go back and see my entire journey to my first bikini competition, which we documented from start to finish. Thank you all so much for the love and support, because without you guys, none of this would be possible. We will see you next time.